Do you ever feel as though you spend a crazy amount of your time firefighting? As though you always have these fabulous plans for what you're going to do this day, this week, this month, but somehow you just never quite get around to them because you are constantly sucked into dealing with stuff that just comes in and grabs your time. It feels like Groundhog Day and you can just never get on with the stuff that you really want to do. I want to talk to you this week about how you can, slowly but surely, make a change to that situation. So there's really one super simple answer, and I know this will sound ridiculously simple, bordering on patronisingly simple, but let me explain a little bit. There's one key thing that tends to dictate why you are constantly firefighting, and it's because you're not taking the time or taking the responsibility to constantly ask yourself, how do I improve this? Why is this a distraction? Why is my time, my attention, my focus being stolen? And what can I do right now to make a difference? Now, sometimes this making a difference or making a change for next time round might be uber straightforward. It might just be about having an index for something. It might be about renaming a file. It might be about making sure that somebody else knows something which actually they don't know now because no one's had the time to train them. It may be that you don't have the time. Every time something comes in as the big time stealer, you don't have the time to create the process or deliver the training or find a VA or somebody outsourced who can help you with this stuff. But you can always do something right there and then. So that would be my advice to you is whenever you are finding your attention being constantly stolen and you're not working on the things you absolutely want to be working on, just ask yourself, what's the one thing I can do right now that will make this situation better or easier next time round? So can you do something in terms of the way things are organised right now? Do you need to put something in your diary for when you are going to create a new process? Do you need to create a template? Can you do that now? Or do you need to put that into your diary for Friday to create that template? Do you need to find somebody like a VA, a tech specialist, or somebody else? Or do you need to train somebody on your team to be able to handle all these urgent enquiries for you? You can't necessarily do those things right now, but you've always got time to put something into your diary. If that's a case of saying, talk to Bob on Friday about handling XYZ, you can always do one small thing right now. So the biggest single shift really that you can make when it comes to that feeling of constantly firefighting is shifting that to a regular, consistent question: what can I do to change this? If you continually ask yourself that question, what can I do to change this? How can I improve this? Rather than, why is all this stuff happening and who is stealing all my time? Instead of the why and the stress and the annoyance of it, ask yourself, what can I do to improve this and what can I do to change it? And then next time round, things will be easier. So I'm not suggesting that you can click your fingers and magically stop firefighting overnight. But if you just put in place that little shift, take a breath before you do each of these activities, instead of just hurtling through everything, just take a breath. What can I do today that will change this? What can I do right now that will improve this next time round? It may well be that you need to plan in some training, get some more staff, build some processes and different things like that into your business so things can be a lot more consistent. And it may well be you haven't got the time to do that right now, but you definitely got the time for what you're going to plan to do and when you're going to do it. And that way, slowly but surely, your business will feel more manageable, more in control, and much more predictable and simple and effortless. And happy days, wouldn't we all like that? If this is the type of thing that constantly drags you back in your business, this is exactly the type of thing that we deal with very regularly in my mastermind group. So put something in the comments, reply to the email, whichever way you got this video, and ask me about my mastermind, and I'll talk to you about how it can help you have a calmer, more streamlined, more in control business that constantly feels like it works for you instead of it taking over your life.